Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is CeeChronicles. If you're joining me for the very first time, I post fragrance related content, and if you like that style of content, guys, please do consider joining us by subscribing. And to those who are returning, thank you so much for the continued support. I appreciate you as always. Now, welcome to 10 out of 10 clones from the Middle East, guys. These are fragrances that represent what they're inspired by to the T. So they're pretty damn close. I'm going to jump to the very first one, guys. This one is Pink Fame by Fragrance World. This is a fragrance, guys, which draws inspiration from Alien Goddess by Mugler. So if you like that type of fragrance or that style of DNA, you're going to get it from this. Expect a jasmine forward fragrance there with a lot of sweetness coming from vanilla. And it does have a coconut accord there that gives it like a creamy undertone. And then also has a woody backdrop. So it does have the woods there for longevity. So this is Pink Fame, guys, from Fragrance World, and it's sitting on our number 1. Second on the lineup is this long-lasting cheapy, guys, Francique 63.55 from Fragrance World. They have put those numbers there, so that is just what I was confirming to make sure that I don't make a mistake. If you're looking for an inspiration for BDK's Chanel, then you've got it in Fragrance World's Francique 63.55. This, however, is a fragrance that is cardamom forward, in case you haven't smelled, either. The cardamom kind of weighs in very bitter in this fragrance, so it's got a bitter accord to it, right? Kind of leaning even sour to an extent. And it is a push and pull with the sandalwood that makes this one not exactly a favorite of mine, if I may say, but I had to bring it here to clue you up because I did see the similarities in the two, okay? It's a fragrance that doesn't really get to become sweet, rather it stays sour. I'm not going to class this one as a floral, whatever. I'm just going to say it's a spicy, woodsy scent, guys, and it's sitting on our number 2. Third on the lineup, guys, is Mucha Wood from Fragrance World. And this fragrance, to my nose, smells a lot like Intense Cafe by Montal or Ristretto Intense Cafe, which are two fragrances that kind of smell the same right there. But I've had a couple of you guys come in the comment section, to say this fragrance is inspired by Bodysea's Glorious. And no, I'm not trying to say it is not. I'm just saying, to my nose, that is how it interprets. It smells a lot like Intense Cafe, that chocolate coming across there, coffee style of fragrance, a little bit of a maybe caramel accord that you're going to get there. It's a sweetened chocolatey, fragrance to my nose. And I can see why you guys say this one is inspired by, Glorious, because Fragrance World have a line of these fragrances in this type of bottle. And though that particular line seems to be inspired by Odyssey, I know they have blue sapphire, they have green sapphire, and the other one. So I do get that, but I'm just saying to you guys, I'm still going to stick to the fact that I get a lot of what feels like Intense Cafe from this fragrance, guys. It's here and it's sitting on our number 3. It's Mucha Wood. Fourth on the lineup, guys, is Shalina. Okay, if you can look past the hideous tussle, this is a great inspiration to Delina, right? And kind of screams there that this is what I'm trying to be. And it does interpret that fragrance scarily close, okay? So if you love your lychee, your rhubarb on steroids, you're going to get it from here. It also has that underlying incense in it, and it lasts till the next wash. So this is beastly in performance. They have a sister to this one called Shalina Exclusive, which is an interpretation of course, Delina Exclusive. I just didn't bring it here, guys, because I wanted to keep my list at 10, but that one is a great one as well with beast performance. The only problem I have with that one is it kind of takes like a super powdery turn. If you wanted to know about the 2, I have kind of given you my heads up on the 2. If you love that Delina DNA, you're definitely gonna love Shalina, guys, and it's sitting on our number 4. Fresh as Citrus is the next one, again from Fragrance World. This is your summer citrus on steroids. They have worked around that, that sour, lemony, limey DNA. They've punched it up by adding, of course, bergamot, lemon verbena, petitgrain, citron, all the notes to build a citrusy accord on steroids. So this one has the strength in lasting power. It's not a citrus that is a volatile, as how citruses usually interpret in most fragrances. This one's working with a lavender that is adding an aromatic touch to the twist there, inspired of course by Guerlain's Le Frenchy Le Vent. So if you like that style of fragrance, guys, then Fresh as Citrus is here for you as an option, and it's sitting on our number 5. Optimistic Her, guys, is on our 6th position. This is a floral, a light floral for the ladies out there, guys, in the same vein as Burberry Elixir, right? So if you like that style of fragrance, this one's going to do it for you. It is sweet, it is feminine, it is floral, and it is fruity. If you cannot get your hands on this one, you can look for Rave Now for women, the pink one, okay? The one that doesn't come in the traditional Rave Now square bottles. It comes in the roundish bottles. That one has been said to be in the same vein as well as, Burberry Elixir. So you've got 2 options there in case you were looking for this fragrance. Yes, Fragrance World has got something in the same vein there. This one is called Optimistic Her, and it's on our number 6. 7th on the lineup, guys, is Ebony Fume, a fragrance that's going to be favored by the gents out there, a fragrance that's going to be a no-brainer. If you're a man and you want to blind buy this, if you're a woman, maybe you want to test it. However, it gives me unisex vibes, guys. I am just saying it's going to be favored by men because it has the leather in there. It's got the woods. It's got the spices. It's also smoky with the incense note added to the mix. Inspired, of course, by Ebony Fume. So if you're looking for that style of fragrance, you're going to get it in this fragrance, guys. The composition itself feels as though it's a fragrance that can last till the next wash, but however, it kind of dies down there in the 7-hour mark. So if you don't mind reapplying, or if 7 hours is great for you, then this is a fragrance I would absolutely recommend, guys. It's sitting on our number 7, and it's called Ebony Fume. 8th on the lineup, guys, is White as Tuberose. You love your fragrances built around the note of milk, meaning this is going to be lactonic. White musk, orange blossom there, as well as some tuberose, and you're going to get it from this fragrance, guys. It has a delicate creamy touch to it. From the Recollective collection that was dropped by Fragrance World, where I think they have 9 or 10 of fragrances bottled like this, inspired by the Guerlains, this is my utmost favorite. This has been passed off as in the same vein as Masque Ultra Blanc, of course, by Guerlain, but I did have a subscriber come in the comment section saying it smelled a lot like Joyous Tuberose to them. So probably is a tweaked up version of both, I don't know, but all I can say, guys, is I like how the musk here is so delicate, works with a creaminess that's coming from a sandalwood, a milk note there that's also independent, building onto that creamy touch to it. Very delicate, very feminine, and of course that tuberose, wrapping up everything there. It's called White as Tuberose, guys, and it's sitting on our number 8. 9th on the lineup, guys, is Hayti Royal, a fragrance whose DNA is masculine in nature, a fragrance that is in the same vein as the slowly disappearing, discontinued Paco Rabanne 1 Million Lucky. If you love that style of fragrance, this juice is going to do it for you, guys. Expect an aromatic, masculine fragrance there with a bit of some woods and a lot of character that carries this fragrance. I thought to just, clue you up there that this fragrance is in the same vein, guys, as 1 Million Lucky, in case you are one of those people who were bummed when that fragrance was discontinued. So alternatives like this may be helpful, and I thought to drop it here, guys, as a recommendation. Is Hayti Royal, and it's sitting on our number 9. Last but obviously not least is going to be Velvet Rouge, and this one has a bottle that is a telltale sign of what it is, what it draws inspiration from, which is YSL's Rouge Velours. So if you like that fragrance, you're going to like this one. This is green leaning with a piercing patchouli there. So it's at this mark in as much as I've had it for over 4 months, because it just is a DNA that roughs me up a little bit there. It's quite screechy to my nose. Because of how the patchouli translates as earthy, as green, as woodsy, that style of thing. But if you love your fragrances, guys, rose leaning, this one's going to do it for you. It also has a jasmine note there included. It dries down musky, and the DNA to my nose smells a lot like a DNA that is going to be favored by the ladies out there, guys. It's a Velvet Rouge, and it's the last one on this list. So that's it, guys. Those were 10 clones from the Middle Eastern house of Fragrance World. that are scarily close to what they are inspired by. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section, guys, where we obviously discuss more about fragrances. Do turn on post notifications while you're at it. That way you'll get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this video, guys, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.